Okay, so this is a little different. Haven't been able to do this. Used to be able to go out into my yard and it could go through like sometimes 100 nukes, but haven't done that for years. So today, got one of these, cup of coffee, and woke up, got my head clear, which usually takes the first cup of coffee. And so this is my third one, so I can actually get up and do something. Anyways, I'm able to actually walk to a bee yard and do work, which is amazing. And everybody's gonna look at this bee yard and go, holy shit, what a mess. But you know what? Didn't your house look like a mess when you were moving? Just for a little bit? So that's it's looking like a bit of a mess just yet, but this is like, I love it here. Just there's lots of acreage around. There's a guy next door, which is a beef cattle guy. My uncle always said best spot for your bees is where there's beef cattle, because the beef cattle guys grow the stuff that your bees feed on. So I think that's great. And so there's big piles of boxes here, because those have brood comb. Some of them have honey in them. Not a lot of honey, just remnants. Got piles of bottom boards there, lids all over the place, and that's because I keep bringing hives up here. But the way I bring them, I bring them in the Pro Nuke box, like this. So that sucker's probably right full, 5 frames of brood with a little bit of honey around the edges maybe. I'd make sure there's enough food in it for them, right? But like, it's packed with bees and brood. So I got 6 of those boxes, so I got 6 of them here that I got to expand this morning. And I'm just putting them in places. So that was a place, and that was a place there where there was a hive that was just about the right size, maybe a little bit bigger than what I needed to take a nuke out of. Put 10 nukes out yesterday. The guy, he works in the mine, so he's on 2 weeks and off, so it ended up this is just his schedule. So I said I'd do it. We'll see if my water is working. The fun bee water, and it's working. We have bees in there. Needs a bit more water. I should bring some water, I guess. Fill it up. Maybe actually bring some clean water. Although they don't like clean water, they usually go for the dirty stuff. I don't understand, but that's what they do. Got my fencer on here. When I set up this fencer, whoop, I just knocked the ground off. I just had this great big, I don't know, about a 12-inch spike, and I put it in. I bought a new ground rod there yesterday. I'll just turn off this fencer. No need for it to be on right now. I don't usually turn off my fencers because of my memory. So what I usually do is I just go up to a post like this with a push out, push down, push them down. Then I can step over with the fence charged. That way I don't get myself in trouble by leaving it off. And I have left them off. And one time I lost a lot of bees because I left them off. Anyway, they're in these boxes just cleaning stuff out. This one here I'm gonna have to take a look at, I guess. That's looking a bit busy compared to the rest. So the rest are not quite as busy. This one's got 2 boxes. It's got more bees in it than that other one, but because it's got 2 boxes, it's not going to look as busy. Lots of room for them. What else I got going on here? There's a couple more that need expanded. See, I took 2 hives from there, so that's why there's the 2 lids laying on the ground, because I knew the next day or the day after that I'd be putting them back on a box, right? Anyway. Not super busy. This one over here is probably busy. That one really got ahead of me. I brought it here as a nuke and it just exploded, so I just put a honey super on instead of boxing it up for a nuke. This one here, I don't know, I didn't put that super on too long ago, but it must have been busy or I wouldn't have done it. And just so this stack here, these 2 stacks here, those are honey supers. They're just here for when I need them. And there's a lot of these that are, you know, give them a week or so and they're gonna need them. What I do is I basically run a single, right? So this one, it would have been sitting here in a single. These are all expanded nukes. Like I brought nukes here and they've just exploded. So I just add a super on top, right? So I put a queen excluder in, then I put a box on top. Normally it's a deep box. I do have a bunch of mediums which I use, but so I put a box on top. Probably maybe 50%, probably less than that, maybe 30 to 40% of the frames in them have a little bit pulled in them. That's just to entice the bees up. And then so that entices the bees up into the box and then they pull them. So what I do is I put the deeps on. Okay, I like to go in the winter with double deeps if I can. If they're not that strong, I don't worry about it. I put them in singles, right? Some I'll knock right back down into a 5 frame. But anyway, so I put that second box on, try and make honey, okay? So if they get up into that, I might get another box on there. That fire one I will have to put another box on, maybe even today. But so I let them fill it out and pull out all the comb, but I don't let the queen get up there because there's enough room in that bottom box for her to lay all the brood that she needs to. So they pull out that top box. If it gets capped and everything and good for honey, I'll take the honey out of it. Then I'll feed them back sugar water for the winter because it's actually healthier for them than a lot of the different nectars that they get late in the fall, like the goldenrod and stuff. It's sort of hard in their gut. So I'll extract that and I'll put a fully pulled box back on. I'll take the queen excluder out, put a fully pulled box back on, and feed the crap out of them. Okay? Fill them up for winter. So I'm getting my frames pulled out. Sometimes I'll have a box of maybe brood comb laying around, or maybe I knock a single hive down into a 5 frame. Well, then I have the other 5 frames that are probably pulled in that box that I can put on, right? So I actually save some of my honeycomb, but a lot of it will go back on and just become a brood chamber. But basically it's to hold food, right? Unless she lays into the fall. But that's just, I'm done with the whole structuring thing for this year. I'm not well organized for what I do, okay? I just enjoy what I do. So I'm not crazy structured with a plan written down. I just go out and do my work every day, right? I sort of know where all my bees are at. So like this morning, I got up, I was getting dressed, looking at my shorts, thinking I could go down there and expand all those hives into my shorts. And I probably could have. And then I'm looking through my closet looking for a set of shorts. A different pair, because the ones I was looking at are sort of baggy, so the bees could fly up inside, which I don't like that idea. So I opened my dresser, and inside was this bee suit. So I'm in a full bee suit, first time this year. And I don't know why this bee suit was in my cupboard, but anyways, it's even an extra large, which I only ever take an extra large. So I don't know, but I thought, you know what? Stand here in my underwear, throw on my bee suit, nobody knows the difference. There's nobody here anyway. But I'll get these girls expanded and go back up. I'll probably not wear a suit again all year because I'm already starting to get hot. Even if just my underwear on underneath. But anyway. Well, I'm going to try to make this yard so that it's similar to this. This set of boxes here. Green on the bottom and then white from there up if possible. Okay, that color green. I actually have, this is my original color down here. That color green. So I'm going to try and set this whole yard up that dark green with white on top because, well, my daughter who owns this farm has a TikTok. And TikTokers like things to look cool. So I think she also has an Instagram. So Instagram, TikTok person. So I'll try and get everything to match and be pretty and sort of look the same. Same with the lids. I got to change some out. We got a bunch of these brown ones. We got a bunch of those gray ones. I have white ones and I have silver ones. So I'll put a whole row, hopefully, of gray, whole row of brown. You know, just make it pretty. And then she can come down here and do her tiki-talking. Anyway, that's what I'm up to today. Nothing exciting. Pulling nukes is pretty much over. There's one more guy that if he decides to figure out when he can get them, he can come get them if he still wants to. I'm not thrilled with putting them out past the 15th of July, but people that know what they're doing, he knows what he's doing. People that know what they're doing, it's not a big problem. I don't actually split hives, so I'll make an increase this year, but I'll wait another 2 weeks. And then I'll make splits, but I'll do like 4 or 5 full frames of brood with a frame of honey and drop them in a box with pull frames. So then they get up, they'll make a single by fall. I'll feed the crap out of them and they'll go through winter. So if you say, oh, June 30th is the latest you can start bees, bullshit. I do it at the end of the first week of August. That's when I do my expansion, because I've been giving away my expansion to everybody else. Well, not giving it away, but selling nukes. So, anyway, that's when I get a chance to make an expansion. If I do it this year, it's hard to say. I got to find another yard here somewhere in Rutherglen. One yard's not going to cut it, and I'm not running to Burkes Falls. It's cost me $100 a day for gas. I think yesterday cost me about $120 because we went down to our old place and got a load of equipment, or a load of stuff, tractor, things like that. Anyway, That's what I'm up to today. I gotta go unload the tractor and shit in a little bit, so I'm just gonna get these girls expanded because I'm afraid of how many. I'm afraid that their frames of brood will hatch out and it's just be too packed. These boxes got lots of room in them though. But some of them aren't huge. Some of them are just like this one right now. Well, look at these fell out of place. This one right now isn't huge, but like they're still working away. Other ones that, you know, they might have 5 frames with brood in them, so I just got to be careful. I don't want any swarming. Oh, this one's got all young larvae. Both sides. There's your queen. Oh, can I get her? Oh, I've expanded my damn screen here. I'll make it smaller so I can find her. There she is there. I didn't do a great job of painting this one, but she's painted sort of on the side, but not right on their back. They're running around there. I got her in the sun. They don't like being in the sun. She's gonna hide. And there she is. She's got this frame right laid out in eggs on this side. The other side's larvae. Anyways, this is what I do when I find the queen in my hives, okay? Because I don't want to hurt her. So I'll take the frame, make sure I don't squish her. Of course she goes onto the bottom so I can squish her, right? So I'll take the frame, find the queen, put the frame down and lean it against the box, with the queen hopefully against the box. This one has decided she's running all over the place. But anyway, this one must have been one of the weaker ones, because well, I might have stole brood out of it too to put in a nuke, because I was making nukes the day that I did this. That had a frame of brood on it. Like, yeah, this one's funny. Doesn't have a lot of cap brood, so I don't have to worry about this one. It's not going to hatch out and do anything exciting. And then when I put her back in, I check again. There's my queen. Goes back in the box. Right? Then I know she's in there. This is just my way of transporting them. These boxes are really easy. Just push the entrance down, right? This one here, it's not super huge either. And like I say, I probably stole brood to put in other boxes. That's what I do. This one's got a frame of brood in it. And the next one over has the queen on it by the looks of it. There's the queen. Whoop. Where is she? Put her in the shade, it's easier to see. There she is. Getting busy. The other side's all full of open brood. This side's full of cap brood. Go to the next one. Cap brood. This other side is empty, so she still has room to lay, right? Not overwhelmed with bees, because I actually pulled these out in the middle of the day. So all the field bees are left at whatever yard I pulled them out of. That's 4. That's the 4th frame with brood on it. And that's food. So 1 food, 4 brood. So that's how I usually make a split in 1st August, but they're actually usually better frames of brood than that. These ones aren't fantastic. They're okay, but not super fantastic. I like super fantastic. Okay, so we've already put the queen back in that other frame. And then this one goes in. And we'll come back and expand those because, you know, 4 frames of brood. If one of those brood frames hatches out, you got 3 frames more of bees. So, like, these boxes aren't big enough for what's going on. But I'll make it. I'll put it in a nice, pretty green box. And I'll come back and I'll probably, with that much brood in there, within the next 11 days, I'll be coming back to put another box on top. Anyway, I'm done. Talk to you.